What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to a new series. Uh, I am a huge Pokemon fan, and we've done Nuzlocks in the past, but I really just want to do a playthrough. This is a playthrough of Pokemon Sword. Um, and I just really, I love the game. I thought it was a great game. And so, yeah, I figured we'll go ahead and play through it. That being said, if you want to check out some of my Nuzlocks or something, I'm really bad at those, so you might as well watch those too. But I feel as though I'm pretty okay at Pokemon. Sword and Shield was a pretty easy game, and so yeah. Welcome to the wonderful world of Pokemon. Our beloved Galar region is a wonderful place with thriving nature, beautiful cities, and many Pokemon with which we share our lives. As you know, our society is able to thrive. Dot dot dot. Because of Kufant. Thanks to help from these mysterious creatures that we call Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon are all around us, in the sea, in the sky, and even with us in our towns. And those of us who choose to raise and train Pokemon to do battle and compete, we call Pokemon trainers. Alright, Gramps, we get it. This is Rose. This is Chairman Rose. He's not important to the story at all. Don't worry about him. No one knows who he is. It's time for Champion Leon's exhibition match. Great. This guy's not important either. He's a side character. That Charizard's not even real. He's stuffed, like a stuffed animal. Let's turn game sound down just a tad. Unlike other games, this game can be loud. Rayhan's not important either. Little known fact, Leon's the only one who can actually Dynamax or Gigantamax. It's not a part of the plot line. And there we go. Pokemon Sword. Sword. What is that? A Wooloo. They always make one Pokemon that, like, the community just gravitates towards, and that was the Pokemon of this region. The most recent game, which I can't actually play because I don't have a good enough capture card, but Scarlet and Violet's game is Lechonk. Like, the whole community was like, I love Lechonk. And then we saw his evolutionary form, Oinkologne, whatever it is. And then we were just like, oh, he's not that great. You know, the only way to properly cheer on Lee would be with his famous Charizard pose. And Hop, this is why you still live with your mother. Hop, didn't expect to see you here today, dear. Isn't this the big day? Yeah, that's exactly why I came running over to get Kapow. Never mind, watching the match now. Cool. All right, we're going to go see a match. See you at mine later. I do like the outfit. I have put 100 hours into this game easily. Oh, I gotta get my bag. I think that's upstairs, right? No. No, that's right. This is the weird game where it's all one room. This is easily the best game for, like, player accessories. I think this is one of the most full games out of the whole series. And by full, I mean just... it just feels like a complete Pokemon game when you buy the additions. Now, if you play this game, I think it's a good game as is. It doesn't have much post game if you don't include the additions into it, but I think it's a pretty good post game, or a pretty good game. Have a look at you, Kapow. You're as big as a Snorlax. That's all I saw. I don't really know if that's what that said, but a Wooloo? But what's it doing here? It's trying to get into the gate. What do you mean? Hop? Hey, you silly Wooloo. Now you listen. No going past that fence. No. Now that that's taken care of, you really did your duty there, Hoppity. I wish you could name your rival, because I'd give him the worst name. Hop is a pretty bad name too, but I'd give him such a bad name. The Wooloo are blocking the path. Okay. No need to go to the next town over. This is his house, right? Because this is where, I'm not spoiling it if you've not played the game. There's Hop's mother. I'm going to try to go slightly Nuzlocke. I do not want to die. Because I feel like this game is pretty easy. And I think that if there is some level of, like, competition, that's fine. So I'm going to try my best to play this as I would a Nuzlocke. And from that, we will, if there's a Pokemon that everybody likes, or, a Pokemon that I like, that I want to keep, I'm not going to really stress it. But we'll try to play somewhat Nuzlocke rules. I'm definitely going to be naming every Pokemon too. That has to be in every YouTube video. Am I just leaving him behind? Am I allowed to do this? Okay. Got to the cutscene. This game doesn't do a lot of hand holding. It does for the first 5-10 minutes of the game. But as soon as the wild area is unlocked, you are basically cut free to do whatever you want. And that's pretty cool. I could say the same about Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet comes out after it, so obviously it has reason to be better. But Scarlet and Violet are definitely do this a lot better, in my opinion. But Sword and Shield is a top tier Pokemon game for me. I think in my rankings I had it like an S or A tier, which is not typical of critics and all, but I just really like this game. The relationship between Hop and Leon's pretty cool. The relationship between you and Leon, which starts right here. I'm the Galar region's greatest ever Pokemon champion and a massive Charizard fan. And you can really make these characters sound lame. Not like their dialogue does it for you, but people call me the unbeatable Leon. I don't know if he has that type of voice. He might be a little more spunky. With the proper arrival of his home, I bet he'd push himself to become something truly special. Well, everyone, I bid you farewell for today. But don't you fret. I'll always be around to make sure everyone in Galar can have a champion time. I really hate Leon's dialogue. I forgot about so much of this. What is the region they're basing this off of? I know it's Europe. It's like England or something. You brought Kapow and me Pokemon? You did, didn't you? I know you must have. Right then. The greatest gift from the greatest champion. It's showtime, everyone. So, I guess the real question is, what starter will we choose? I am trying to do somewhat Nuzlocke styles. Because of that, your first two gems are grass, or is it normal? Wooloo is so it's normal. So your first two gems Grookey is going to be not best at both, but like overall best at both. Nessa gave me a super hard time. And so I really don't know if I'll be playing with uh, uh, the torch guy. Score bunny. I wanted to say score chick. All right, listen up, everyone. I love Score Bunny. I want to pick Score Bunny so bad. I am going to pick the Pokemon I think will give us the easiest time, and that is Grookey. I think Grookey is the best starter for this region. But it is what it is. Would you like to give Grookey a nickname? Yeah, we'll name him for the YouTube subscribers. We will name him not Chat, but Chad. And I want you to think of yourself every time you see this, because you are Chad. Welcome to the team, Chad. Alrighty, high five. Let's roll. So it'll be Grookey for you? Nice one. Then I'll go with Sobble. You're mine! I haven't figured out the voices for any of these characters. I feel like he's a high pitch. I'm aiming to be the next champion, so be ready! Yeah, I like that. You and I'll be doing some serious training! Squabble. What is his name? It's not Squabble. Yeah, it is. Anyway, you can battle and train from now on. Then grow together. Something like that. I used to love Leon's outfit until I looked at his pant legs, and I just can't look at him the same anymore. That is some ugly tights. Family time. Family is important. Don't ever forget it. Unless you don't talk to your family, don't forget it. The next day, you spent the whole night with that new partner of yours? You spent the whole... Yeah. You two getting on all right? I cannot read any of these. Of course I have, Lee! Kapow's made fast friends with his Grookey, too. Then listen up, new trainers. Believe in yourself and your Pokemon. If you trust in one another and carry on battling side by side long enough, then someday you might even become worthy rivals for me. Like I said, Leon's not a part of this story at all. Alrighty. Good enough. Let's battle. And at the end of the battle, we'll call it an episode. Yes. Perfect. This is a small little gym mat. The gym mats they be fighting on Scarlet and Violet be like a whole city size, which feels more accurate to the anime. Wooloo. That's the thing. Hop cheats. He gets 2 Pokemon, which he does take the type that's weaker to your Pokemon, but he gets 2, which is unfair. But you scratch until you get your grass move. Does the math add up that you beating a level 3 helps you level up? Like, does that add up? Or is there extra XP here that is given? And we'll scratch our way to victory on the Wooloo. We level up, and we will get our grass move, and then we should at least 2 hit, if not 1 hit. Branch poke. That's our grass move. What a lame word. You sound like a Chad. Branch poking. Sobble. I don't know what I was saying earlier. Squabble. Branch poke. Pacha! Good damage. Chad is already top dog in this class. He's the alpha male. He is a male. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't even look if he was a male or not. And there we go. Easy. Easy. If you've watched this video to the end, you can do one of two things. I want you to do this. Make sure to comment what your favorite Pokemon is of all time. And or what Pokemon you'd like me to grab on this journey. My favorite Pokemon in this region is probably Rookidee and whatever his evolved form is. The reason I say whatever his evolved, I nicknamed him Rook when he was a Rookidee, and I don't think I ever learned Corvisquire. No, that's the middle form. Corviknight. There you go. Corviknight's my favorite Pokemon. But yeah, make sure to leave a comment what you want me to go for, and what your favorite Pokemon is, and what your social security number is, and I'll get back with you with all your money. Deuces.